Part 1, 8 minutes. That's all the time it took for the truth to disappear.
Detective Amina Cade stared at the shattered glass door of the midnight diner,
Her breath fogging in the frigid January air. Snow collected on the yellow police tape as officers kept back the nosy press.
Inside, a man lay face down,
A bullet lodged in his spine, his blood soaking into the cracked tiles. The victim, Eli Turner, mid-level software developer, no criminal record. Shot once, execution style. No signs of struggle.
no witnesses, no motive, except one he shouldn't have been there. Security footage showed Eli entering the diner just before closing. His coat zipped up tight, a bag over his shoulder. He ordered coffee, sat in the far booth. 8 minutes later, the power cut out. The camera blinked. In that black gap the murder. When the feed resumed, Eli was already dead, and the back door swung open. No prints, no shell casing, no sign of the killer. The friction started with the timeline. Nothing made sense. Eli's phone was wiped clean, his laptop missing. The waitress, Cassie, claimed she'd stepped into the back for inventory, but her timing was too neat. Why would someone target her? Nobody, Amina asked herself. Scouring Eli's bank records, digital accounts, contacts, nothing flagged, until she found the ping. 2 days before his murder, Eli had accessed a restricted municipal network.
One reserved for law enforcement and city infrastructure. There was no reason for him to have those credentials, unless someone gave them to him, or he stole them. Amina's lead pointed to one man, Detective Nate Harrington, her former partner and Eli's college roommate. Nate had transferred to cybercrime last year. He had access to that system. He also hadn't spoken to Amina since their falling out over a botched surveillance case. Still, she showed up at his desk. At first, "You were close with Eli," she said flatly. Nate didn't look up. "Years ago, we lost touch."
He accessed a secure database you are logged into every day. That didn't give him anything. She watched his fingers twitch. The old tell. He was hiding something. Amina pulled security logs. Nate's ID had logged in from a remote terminal on the night Eli died. Same minute the diner cameras cut out. Coincidence unlikely. But there was friction. Nate's record was clean. No debts, no misconduct. The kind of guy internal affairs ignored. She needed proof. She traced Eli's last known locations, hoping to find his missing laptop. A lead brought her to an abandoned warehouse near the edge of the city, cold and silent under snowfall. There, behind a broken heating unit, she found a hidden camera, mode inactivated. The footage on the card showed Eli meeting with someone 3 nights ago. It was Nate, back at the precinct. Amina confronted him with the video. "You met with Eli. You said you hadn't." Nate's jaw clenched.
"He showed up out of nowhere, said he found something. Asked if I remembered Project Drift." Her blood ran cold.
Project Drift was a scrap surveillance program they had been told to forget. Unconstitutional, abandoned, or so they thought. "What did he find?" she asked. "I don't know. He was paranoid. Said he copied files, but wouldn't say where." Amina dug deeper. She discovered a hidden partition on Eli's old cloud storage, buried behind encryption.
When she broke through, she found blueprints, data maps, and a list of IPs tied to a resurrected Project Drift, still active. It was being run through shell servers.
Obfuscated, but one address pointed back to a private contractor used by the city. Eli had found it. He was going to leak it. The killer didn't just want him dead. They wanted every trace of the evidence gone. Nate had motive, but someone bigger was pulling strings. Amina confronted her captain, laying out the files, the footage, the digital trail. He skimmed it and said nothing. She could see it. He knew, and he wasn't going to move. That night, her apartment was broken into.
No sign of forced entry, just a message written on her mirror in condensation. "Drop it." She couldn't go to internal affairs, they were compromised too. Couldn't trust Nate. Couldn't go public without risking her life. But she could make it cost them. She created a dead man's switch if anything happened to her. Eli's files would be released to every major outlet. Then she met Nate one last time, in a cold parking garage at dawn. He waited beside his car. "You were supposed to walk away," he said.
"You were supposed to protect people." "I tried. But when it's your career or your life," Eli didn't get that choice. Nate nodded once. No defense, just guilt. He was going to release it all. They knew that's why they sent him to that diner, not to kill him to meet him, but when they realized he wouldn't back down. He didn't finish. Amina turned to go. "Do you still have it?" He called after her. She didn't answer. Later that night, she walked past the same diner. The glass door had been replaced. The blood scrubbed clean. No one would ever know what happened inside. But 8 minutes past midnight. She uploaded the files anyway. The servers crashed. Headlines exploded. The truth wasn't buried after all. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe. Subscribe.